part of the Romans' campaign north. Now, they built here because we're on a hill in the middle of a natural bowl with the River Wear coming down there and then cutting across. So they could put in a bridge directly overlooked by the fort, they have the high ground and the good sight lines. Now, the fort here was one of the largest in northern England. To give you an idea of the size, we're pretty much dead centre, and the wall was just before the last tree down in the field before the metal fencing. So that's around half distance. Same then behind you, me, back that way.
I see in the corner, come past the farm there.
Yeah. Now, the reason for its large size is that it was cavalry stationed here. So they had to house obviously not only the troops, but also the horses on site as well. Now, if you want to just come over here, we'll have a look at the physical surface. This is basically an X-ray of the ground. And let's see what's just below the ground. So, we're here, and we can see the fort wall, and it was actually built inside a slightly earlier version. Then we can see the density of Roman buildings both in the fort and also outside in a civilian settlement that grew up around it over its 350-year or so life. And then we have running straight through the centre the line of the main road. Now originally that was the supply line running from near York up into Scotland to support the advance north. But when Hadrian's Wall was put in, that supply line became established as the main road, linking York with the wall, and was later called Deer Street. And we've got a section of that excavated just up here. Now, next to the section of road, on the other side of the building, we have the remains of the commander's house. And on your plans, you'll be able to see a key which shows you which of the original walls, if you want to just flip it to the other side, which of the original walls and which were added later when the building was repurposed. Now, in the wooden building, we have what this site is best known for, and that's the remains of the commander's bathhouse. It's what's called a hypocloth system, that's underfloor heating, and it's probably the best preserved example of that in the country. Now in there you can see the original Roman concrete and supporting pillars and arches, and get an idea of how that building worked to create different effects in different rooms. Now, one thing to look out for in there, in the middle room, fairly close to the wall, there's the footprint of a child, which was made in that concrete when it was first laid around 1,700 years ago.
Wow.
Now, it does look like the child was running because there were two impact points, one for the heel, one for the toes. And actually just behind that, although slightly harder to see, there are the footprints of an adult moving in the same direction. It really does look as if the adult's in pursuit of the child across their freshly laid
Sounds about right.
Obviously, you can guess on that. I personally choose to believe it's true, in large part based on the number of primary schools we get here and seeing that same scenario replayed time after time. Right, after that we have over there our education room with various bits and pieces for you to have a look at.
Brilliant.
And then you can go through a metal gate just over there and across the field to the fenced off area near the flagpole. Now, unfortunately we can't let people through the fencing, but you can go over and have a closer look. I recommend you go around to the left of that fencing because you can get a much better view.
Brilliant.
Now, what's down there is a partially excavated second earlier bathhouse. The dig there started when the programme Time Team came here a few years ago. And what we know about that building is it was a bathhouse for the use of the regular soldiers. It was in use for around 300 years, and when they had no further use for it, what they'd done is simply taken off the roof and turned it into a rubbish dump. So, they filled it up with stuff. When that was full, they levelled that off, put some slabs over it and left it. Effectively, they buried it themselves. Now, because they did that, that's given us a couple of huge advantages. First of all, essentially what they'd left us with was a big box full of Roman stuff in a field. So, in addition to literally tons of rubble, ceramic, animal bone, there were some quite interesting finds, including just over there, next to the bench, is an altar stone, which is around 1,800, 1,900 years old. That was found alongside a more ornately carved version. Now, also found there was a ring with fish symbol, which I believe to be one of the earliest Christian artifacts
You
found
listen.
in the area.
Turn around and listen.
The second big advantage is, because they packed it full of all this material, it had the effect of bracing up the walls. It held them in place, which means the walls down there are much larger and in much better condition than we normally expect. So, the walls down there in place are about 2 metres high, and you can still see some of the plasterwork on sections of those walls. We also believe that building goes back another 10 to 15 metres beyond what's being excavated to date, and that below it could be another hypocaust, like you'll see in there.
Wow.
Which, if that's the case, it is in a remarkable state. That building. Okay, so I think that covers everything. Any
Brilliant, thank you.
No, that's everything.
questions? Thanks.
It's great, it's interesting, isn't
Thank
it?
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks very much.
All the way up to Ashwin, past Ashwin.
Wow, look at
That's
this.
under the ground. You see the top stones that they've got on are just put on just to protect what's underneath. But this is what's underneath, going all the way past the Ashwin and everything.
Wow. I know. Look at that.
Go down into it.
Right, you just stay on the gravel paths, girls.
Yes, Mum. Don't go anywhere else but on these paths.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Cool how there's the drainage down the side though.
Yeah. Well, weren't the Romans the first ones that we know of that had underfloor heating and things like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a cold room, a hot room, so there was
Yeah.
a cold dip, then a hot room, just like a sauna.
Yeah. This the old bathhouse. Roman bathhouse.
Yeah, with the meat,
Yeah.
which is one.
Right, get down, Piper, no. Don't do that.
It's kind of really well.
You got cooked bones.
Yeah.
Remains, look. 1,000, 2,000-year-old bones of the food, wasn't it? For animals, cows and everything.
And some people.
No, not people.
Shiny red pottery.
Yeah.
Dad. Oh.
Granite and sandstone, there you go.
Found it.
Yeah. Granite and sandstone together.
What's this?
That's Damien, he's good at all that.
Maybe.
That's a leaning work. That is modern. See what they've used to keep the bricks in place when they excavated it. They put some, what do you call it,
Mortar.
mortar in just so it doesn't fall to pieces. That's part of that.
Yeah,
And then
that's what it would have looked like, the changing room where we stood now.
You see there where the water drains? Yeah, so good.
Wow, look at that.
for the bathhouse.
So it doesn't look like that at the minute, does it? But back then, that's what this would have looked like.
Cold plunge back. Two of them. Yeah. See around the back west, that was your furnace room for the fire.
Yeah.
And the boiler. See that copper boiler.
Cool.
Dug down to
Yeah, they do though when they replace it all the time, team, don't they? Yeah, they fill it all back in.
Regimental houses.
But that's what
there.
they're supposed to do with any act.
Stay with Mum. Uh-huh. I know.
Where's Damien going?
It's walking around. Having a look.
I'm gonna have it walk around.
Mm-hmm. Roma furnace, apparently. Cool, isn't it? Flipping, Damien's flipping, yeah. He doesn't like to be on film, but he likes his flipping butt to be making sounds on film. This is where Roma soldier.
Run my practical roles. Can't see. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, I can't put my glasses on. I'm just screwed. Put my glasses back there. Hello?
Oh, look, paper in the basket. See, you can put these on.
These are little bits of pottery here.
Quite heavy that.
These ones have been made.
Look, it tells you what everything is here. Look.
These are tessellate. So these are to make the floors. And
Damien!
Piper, look at me. I'll take your picture.
designs.
Ready?
Don't forget my smoke.
Oh, yes.
Hey, can I get it up?
Oh, gosh.
Millie,
I'll go it.
come and get
Millie.
the hot on and hold the shield.
Can I?
Sure, yeah.
Is it real?
No, it's not the
No,
real.
it's a replica. It's still somebody's made that.
Can I go it? On the shield.
Hold the shield. Donna?
Yeah.
Donna?
Hey, I'm ready for the army.
People. Zombies.
Oh, that's one good standard.
Yeah, that's him digging it up. See?
Yeah.
Nice. When they found the last place we looked at. Events coming. Oh, most amazing thing ever.
That's not bad at all either.
Oh,
That's this
wow.
Sunday.
Wow, look at this.
This Sunday.
Is that what we
Now this is another part. How incredible is that?
Yeah.
So what's this then, Damien, down here?
This it would be
The second bathroom. There you go. Because they had all these bathrooms, didn't
the
they?
furnace room would have been there.
It's amazing.
Hang on, wait. So,
Oh, wait. I thought it was real.
there's a furnace there and a furnace here.
Yeah.
And this is a section of it.
It's hard not to get you on film, Damien. Wow. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's incredible, isn't it? Look at that. No furnaces to heat it.
They did actually, sometimes, to clean it out.
Cleaning
And send different children down with you.
like they can do it when they use the food up in the
Like there, and just take photos. Yeah.
Get your picture.
Right, switch.
The old furnace, there you go. You're in the furnace.
It's still a bit man.
How cool is that?
Yeah, because it's
It's very old, that's why, Millie.
Someone took a bit out
1,000
here.
years old. Yeah. Very lucky to be able to still have this here. How amazing.
But here then would have been like that over there. So this would have been another.
Yeah, built round.
A roof, like just like that over there, but it's collapsed in this bit.
Yeah.
I think this is where the
Dana.
where the cart collapsed in.
Yeah.
Dana. You
Yeah.
can see his book. Millie, come. This is. You can see his book.
Yeah.
They would have came under, and the hot air would have came around. You see, there.
Yeah, come through these. Wow. It's just amazing that you even get to see this stuff. For a little, what are they called?
Catapults.
No.
No,
it's
they're not called that.
It's,
From the gift shop. It's a pencil sharpener, but it's a miniature.
It's a robot catapult.
Yeah.
Anyway, she wants to try it out. Look, watch out, Piper. It flings quite well. Woohoo! That went far. That went over to there.
It's cool. It's the little
So that was Binchester Roman baths.
And guys,
Well, we
I
had a
got
tour
sword.
round. Yeah. Pipe's got a Roman sword. Might the way the cars.
A fake one.
Uprooted tree. We found all this pottery. The trees here, just next to the where we went to the Roman baths. There's some patterned. You see that patterned one, yeah.
That's the Victorian one. No?
Yeah.
That used to be a
Victorian.
sitting bowl. Like that. See, there's a rim.
Yeah.
Wow.
Large.
Thank you.
Oh, is
There's loads inside the underneath where the
I
tree
found
fell.
that one.
Even inside the tree itself, in the ground. Wow, very cool. Found. Look. Old farm building. It's even got the light above it still.
Yeah.
So cool. Blue. Can't quite get in there. Wow.
You can.
Oh, someone get forward a bit more. Oh. Wow, that's so cool.
That? Yes.
Old farm building, very.
The line.
Oh, I just saw the side of it out here. Thought it was a wall for a walled garden. Then I saw the gap there.
Dude, you've got some ferns stuck on you.
Probably have.
I found the gate. Dana, I found the gate. Look.
I know. Come on. Did you hear the water? Shh. It said.
Oh no, it's waiting to take a photo. Look.
Come on. This way.
This wasn't there before. Because the water
Oh.
was through the- obviously.
Oh gosh. Ow, sugar. Watch out. And that bramble. Fossils. We need to find some fossils, girls.
Dana! Dana! Should
Yeah.
I put this in the water?
Go on then. And put it in the water. Ow. Woo. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
You find some fossils, Piper?
No, it's got
Lots of fossils around here.
you got copper in there. I know.
Damien!
Really?
Swallow.
Watch this, Dana.
Careful. Oh.
Plastic. Does not belong in the ocean.
I'm hiding from the others, guys. See if they find me. They've walked past me so far. They haven't found me yet. Look at that pretty flower. It's lovely. I'm right here on the riverbank. Under here. They're up there. Oh, let's peek out at them. Yeah, they've got that way. They think I've gone ahead. Let's trick them. They saw me, the kids saw me. Rah! Their faces. The kids are running, they expect me to chase them because usually I would, but.
This is where the high-sided vehicles come.
Yeah, it's a wind diversion.